Hello everyone. Today we are here to give presentation on Panchakosha. Panchakosha derived from the Sanskrit terms Pancha meaning five and Kosha meaning sheath. Panchakosha refers to the concept in yoga philosophy that there are five layers of awareness through which all experience is filtered. At the center of these five layers is Atman, otherwise known as the true self. An individual's unique perspective of reality is believed to come from their identification with each of the five koshas, and the path of yoga can help to heighten understanding and awareness of these sheaths. Well being is said to arrive when all five sheaths are integrated and balanced, a state in which the evil of Maya is lifted and any sense of separation between Atman and Brahman is dissolved. The concept of Panchakosha originated from Taittiriya Upanishad, a Vedic era Sanskrit text embedded within the Yajurveda. Panchakosha is thought to be the one of the earliest conceptualization of the human being. Description of Panchakosha in Taittiriya Upanishad is highly symbolic. The fuller exposition as taught in the yoga tradition comes from later Vedantic texts such as Shankara's Viveka Chudamani. Here are the five sheaths: Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijananamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. Human body has three bodies where all these five koshas reside. Number 1, gross body, Sthula Sharira. Number 2, subtle body or astral body, Linga Sharira. Number 3, casual body, Karana Sharira. Gross body or Sthula Sharira is physical body. Subtle body or Linga Sharira is in head area, and here lives the mind and intellect. Casual body or Karana Sharira is in heart area, and here lives ego and Kitta. Let's talk about these five koshas one by one in a much better detailed way. The outermost of koshas is called the sheath of food or Annamaya Kosha. This is the gross physical body. This is a sheath of physical self named from the fact that it is nourished by food. Annamaya Kosha is a matter in the form of physical body sustained by intake of food. It includes five organs of perception: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, and the five organs of action: prehension, locomotion, articulation, excretion, and procreation. This sheath has most dense and slow vibration frequency. This body cannot exist without contact with other koshas. Personality of individual, that is, physique as well as traits, depends on the condition of Annamaya Kosha, the formation of which continues life after life. Annamaya Kosha is a materialistic realization of the Supreme. Living through this layer, man identifies himself with a mass of skin, flesh, fat, bones, and filth. This is considered as the cage of flesh and blood in terms of spiritual world. Purification, refinement, and development of Annamaya Kosha is possible through methods of upavas, fasting, physical asanas, tattva suddhi, inner purification, and tapasya, practice of austerity. Freeing our soul from the attachment and identification with the food sheath or physical body is the first objective of spirituality. All medicines prescribed in modern medicine act on this kosh. Thus, Western medicine is extremely superficial and rarely acts on the root cause of the major issues that are generated or settled in the koshas other than Annamaya Kosha. Number 2, Pranamaya Kosha. Pranamaya Kosha is a pranic sheath composed of prana and the vital principle or the force that holds the body and the mind together. Its physical manifestation is the breath. As long as the vital principle exists in the organisms, life continues. Vital energy, prana, which according to its location, movement, and purpose has been divided into five major and five minor components. Yogic literature mentions the presence of 72,000 pathways along which the prana moves in the human body. These pathways cannot be anatomically be seen, but the existence of some of them seems to have been proved indirectly by using acupuncture needles tipped with radioactive phosphorus. The pathways have been named as nadis in yoga. These 72,000 nadis interconnect the energetic centers or chakras in human body. Even though the form of these sheaths is subtle, it is very similar to the form of the physical body. Nadis are astral tubes that carry pranic currents. They cannot be seen with the naked eye. They are not the ordinary nerves, arteries, and veins. Three of them are very important: Ida, Pingala, and Susumna. Susumna is the most important because Kundalini passes through this nadi only. The Kundalini system consists of 72,000 nadis, and the Susumna, Ida, Pingala are the locations of Pranamaya Kosha, coupled with the five organs of action. They are hands, feet, organ of speech, organ of evacuation, and the organ of generation. It forms the vital sheath. Supreme Lord in the living symptoms or life forms. Homeopathic medicines in moderate potencies, extremely high dilutions acting on this kosha. Number 3. Manomaya Kosha. Manomaya means composed of manas or mind, thinking, feeling, and willing. The mind, along with the five sensory organs, is said to constitute the Manomaya Kosha or mind sheath. It is the cause of diversity. Man's bondage is caused by the mind, and liberation too is caused by that alone. The Manomaya Kosha is mental faculty that receives all sensory inputs, interprets them as good or bad, and decides the good. This kosha is much more powerful than the preceding two koshas and governs them, and is in turn governed by the two koshas superior to it. It is thus central to human existence. Many modalities of treatments like aroma, music, color, placebo therapy, shamanism work in this kosh. Homeopathic medicines in the higher potencies also influence this kosha. Number 4. Vijnanamaya Kosha. Vijnanamaya means composed of Vijnana or intellect, the faculty which discriminates, determines, or wills. It is a sheath composed of more intellection associated with the organs of perception. This knowledge sheath cannot be the supreme self for the following reasons. It is subject to change, it is insentient, it is limited thing, it is not constantly present. The feeling of me and mine and the faculty of intelligence and the reasoning constitute the fourth or Vijnanamaya Kosha. The feeling of restlessness that I had a deep sleep is said to arise from this kosh. When one closes the eyes and relaxes during meditation, the function of Manomaya Kosha becomes minimum. Then the Vijnanamaya Kosha comes in the front and gets active. In the final stages of meditation, the intellect becomes stable and the mind becomes still, and this is called Samadhi. Meditation, when used as a therapeutic tool, works in the Vijnanamaya Kosha. All sorts of reasoning and counseling also act in this kosha. Number 5. Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya is meant that composed of Ananda or bliss. The innermost of the 5 koshas that covers the Atma is Anandamaya Kosha. It is associated with the state of dreamless sleep and Samadhi. The Anandamaya Kosha is the most subtle of the 5 koshas. It is not available to exactly convert the word Ananda. It is meaning closer to equanimity than bliss. There is unite experience and the happening will not change. It is peace, happy, and love that is under beyond the mind, independent of any reason or prompt to cause a happy mental reaction. Anandamaya Kosha is the most interior of the koshas. The first of the koshas surrounded the Atman, the everlasting center of conscious. It is the subtle of the 5 koshas in the quiet of deep meditation that needed to let go of experience the center. That is a state of mind which does not change in spite anything that happens in life. With the state of mind you can live with all the conditions of life. You are where you are firmly seated in your own self, but at the time you can interconnect with everyone. You can do anything but still not get affected. Death cannot change that instant. Birth cannot change that instant. Love and hatred cannot make your experience swing. When your mind becomes steady in experience and does not fluctuate under any conditions, that is Ananda. So Anandamaya Kosha means the kosha which compresses homogeneous experience. Anandamaya Kosha is extremely important in yoga because it is a final and thinner cover standing between our ordinary awareness and our higher self. So, after listening this all these five koshas, we can conclude that Atman can be identified only by the negation of Anatman. The Pancha koshas are Anatman that hide the Atman. These koshas or sheds are required to be systematically removed. Their removal brings to a fore a void, which void is also required to be removed. After removal of the five sheets and the resultant void through the process of negation, which remains is the Atman. And the non-existing of all the modifications beginning with the Ahankara is self-witness. The self that witnessed is itself the supreme self. These five sheets envelop the Atman or soul. Enjoy the journey. Thank you.